and Mr. Khalika Rahman, the National Court shared vision in empowering young girls through education. As we prepare to now light the ceremonial lamp, let us please reflect on its deeper significance. This flame symbolizes the light of knowledge, the dispelling of ignorance, as well as the dawn of new beginnings. Could I please welcome our esteemed dignitaries to join our founders, Ms. Viviti Jain and Ms. Reena Hindoja, in lighting the lamp to start our journey with helped us in our path for success. We would like to thank from the bottom of our hearts all of our sponsors tonight. Myron Homes, Copain's Technologies, Think Right, Tejaz and Harris Designer Studio, VSolve Global Consultants, Fluence Technologies, Blip Media, Cinewell Graphics, Colorage Media, Wise Chone, Brews and Blends, Bai Kichai, and Vibes Clinic, which is a beauty and skin clinic that is impact. It is absolutely so important to reflect on the incredible journey that has brought us all here. 10 years is a significant milestone filled with countless stories of hope, transformation, and unwavering commitment. To present the 10-year journey of Touch a Life Foundation, I would like to now introduce Mr. Ankit Agarwal. Mr. Ankit is the CEO of Fluence Technologies and has been running his IT company successfully for the past 10 years based out of Dehradun. Fluence Technologies is the only IT company in India that specializes in developing IT solutions for UN organizations as well as judicial courts. Furthermore, Mr. Ankit is a firm believer of work-life balance and dedicates his time actively towards philanthropy, spirituality, as well as fitness and travel.
Thanks for that warm welcome, everyone. So 2014 was a very important year, I think, in lives of Reena and Vibhuti because they started this wonderful organization. It was also a very important year for me personally because that was the year when I started my own IT firm. So I think this year we both are celebrating 10 years. So I think compliments to both of us. Yeah. So I think this 10 years has been a very amazing journey, and there has been a lot of struggles, a lot of hard work, a lot of achievements, right? So today I am going to show you 10 photographs from those 10 years. So it's not like chronological, because as you can understand, in the starting years of the organization, the growth has been linear, right? We were doing similar kind of activities, but in the last 2-3 years, the diversification has happened, right? So those 10 photographs are basically going to show you the impact of the organization. So I'll start with the first one. Now this may look a very simple photograph, but it's very impactful. Maybe one of our distinguished guests can see this photograph closely. They can tell why this is impactful. Anyone can tell what is special in this photograph? If you see the girl who is standing towards the right, her name is Bujita. If you see, she has this prosthetic hand, if you notice, right? So she was transradial amputee, and the organization facilitated this prosthetic hand for her a few years back. And as you can see, how that can impact the life of a person, right? So this is just a small gesture. She is lighting a lamp here using the same lamp. So this is some of the acts where the organization is basically changing lives. So this is one of our other girls. So this is the photograph from her wedding, Swarupa. And as you can see, she is getting the love of a lot of mothers here, not only one, or you can say elder sisters, right? So Touch a Life is basically like a family where each girl feels supported. And it's not just like giving them education scholarship, but it's also being there in their important moments of life, right? So girls then get always that motivation, that they have a big family to support them. So this is another photograph which signifies touching lives. If I go to next one, so I mean in last 10 years there have been hundreds of field trips, I think that we have conducted for the girls. from taking them to Ramoji Film City for a tea hub tour, corporate tours, and whatnot. But I selected this picture because it's really special, because for the very first time, a group of girls was taken on a flight from Hyderabad to Bangalore, and for the very first time, they had that experience of of flying. Now this is very symbolic because you can say it like wings of dreams, wings of fire. But you can't imagine, how the girls were feeling after this, short duration flight from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Their horizons really got expanded. They came to Reena and they said that, ma'am, when we also grow up, we'll also take you in a flight with us. So that kind of have an impact on their psychology and everything. Okay. Now Vidya is the main scholarship program, as you may know. So Vidya, if you see the alphabets, VI comes from Vibhuti, RI comes from Reena, and Y is you all. Now Vidya is basically a Pali word, which basically means that if you are doing something, you have to do it with a good intent. So it's not only just, and it's what symbolizes our organization also. It's not just doing the act, but the intent should be good, and so that we are very rightful to what we are doing. Yeah. So as part of Vidya scholarship, we are targeting to give scholarship to hundreds of girls. I think we have already provided scholarship to 75 girls so far. Many of are present here today, and they will also be sharing their stories with you. Yeah. So this is one of our ambitious program through which we want to provide more and more education scholarship to the girls. Now we have this girl here, Radhika, who will also be talking to you later, right? So it's not only about providing education scholarship, but it's also about career building, right? So she's basically pursuing to be a lawyer. So the organization also facilitated all the books to her, which were related to her studies and all. So if you see, it's a whole holistic program that the organization runs. So they also create impact by donating books or by assisting the girls in their education journey. So again, this picture is very impactful for me. Then it's not only about physical education, it's also about digital literacy. So this is another girl, Vaishnavi, who's basically pursuing BTech in computer science. And the organization also facilitated the digital device for her. So if you see, we basically evaluate all the aspects that what is required by the girls, whether it's the need of books, it's the need of a digital device, or based on what they're kind of pursuing, it might be an exposure to talking to industry expert and so on. Yeah. So again, this picture is very impactful because it shows the variety of areas in which organization is creating an impact. So this is another impactful picture, which is the program we started on the health and hygiene. So we started giving hygiene kits to our girls, and we are now developing into a full hygiene and health program for the girls, right? So at the moment we have distributed, I think, more than 500 hygiene kits. It's more of symbolic in the nature at the moment, but we are already working into making it a continuous program where we can also focus on their health and hygiene apart from the education. So as you can see, both of our founders here are carefully kind of curating the hygiene kit that we distribute to our girls as part of our camps. So this is picture from one of our education camp. So we actively go to a lot of slum areas in Hyderabad where our volunteer team basically conduct a lot of activities. We collect a lot of data from the girls. We have a lot of data points where we ask them what is the financial background, what is the family background, and based on those data points, basically we select the deserving girls for our scholarship program. So as you can see here, the volunteers are basically have a lot of forms, and they are collecting all that data from the girls who are attending the education camps. So again, it shows you our outreach program. It's not just we are sitting behind a desk and just kind of running some kind of NGO. We are also in the field, going actively to the slum areas, going actively to the homes of the girls. And basically, our founders and volunteers also talk to the parents, do all the assessment, and then only they select any girl for the scholarship. So again, it shows the impact that we have. So we also conduct a lot of workshops. So it's also about skill development. It's not only about education scholarship. So I can't count. I mean, we have conducted hundreds and hundreds of workshops so far in the last 10 years. I just selected one pick as a symbolic because it's also empowerment. So empowerment in all sense. So if you see, this is a pick after a kickboxing workshop that was conducted. And of course, it also boosts the morale of the girls. And as you can see how happy they are in the end taking a selfie wearing their boxing gloves, right? So like that, there were the workshops related to cooking, there were workshops related to arts, music, and whatnot. So as you can see, this also provides the whole holistic development of the girls, not just only the education scholarship. And of course, if someone is doing so good work, they have to be recognized, right? So So again, our founders got this award for their work in the towards education scholarships. But this is just one of the picture. They have been TED speakers. They have got a lot of different awards, right? So again, this speaks of the work they are doing. And coming back to my organization, I mean, we develop software solutions for judicial courts like International Criminal Court in Netherlands. And we deal with a lot of sensitive data, like now there is a case going on in Russia, Ukraine, and so on, right? So for me personally, the values like work integrity, transparency, ethics, trust, accountability are very important. And these are the same values which I've seen in the founders of this organization and all the volunteers. And that is the reason, like for me and personally my organization to get associated, because we can see the real work is happening on the ground. We can trust with what's happening. There's integrity, there's accountability, right? So these are very important values when you're running such kind of organization. So again, I think all these awards are truly deserved, which you guys have got so far. Now, it was very difficult for me to just select 10 photographs out of thousands. So I have a couple of cheat slides here, so where I have just put, some more pictures where I have mentioned it as smiles. So as you can see, there are a lot of smiles all around. There are like maybe, we may be supporting hundreds of girls, but there are millions of smiles, right, in this photograph. So if you see I think the right pic on the first row, it's a very old pic, maybe from around 8-10 years back, right? And Vibhuti is looking same in that pic. So as you can see, these are girls after our education scholarships, after our training programs, called Smiles. And again, this last photograph is about maximizing human potential. So as I was saying that it's not only about education scholarship, it's also about art, music, So till a few years back, my philosophy of life was, in the search of spiritual experience. But then one day it got flipped, and then it became that, you are a spiritual being having human experience. Now I completely believe in that you do not have to search for spiritual experience. You are already a spiritual being, consciousness, and you are having human experience. So most important for us is to maximize that human potential. So that human potential has to be maximized in terms of physical, spirituality, and in all ways, right? So that's what Touch a Life Foundation is doing. It's maximizing the human potential of these girls. Right? It's not only education scholarship, it's basically teaching them a different form of arts, whether it's physical health, mental health, and so on. Right? Okay. So nothing.
Thank you for the welcome, Karthik. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a true honor to be here today to celebrate a decade of service, a decade of impact with all of you. So I've been distilled two duties, the first of which is to present the documentary of the work we've done for the last 10 years, and then to talk to both the founders, share some cherished memories, get to know their deeper.
I'm very happy, grateful and proud to be here on this stage. I can very happy to say I am lawyer Radhika. The black coat and that courtroom's ornaments very inspired to me early in my life. I decided to become a lawyer. You saw my journey, it's not easy. I came from very poor family. I lost my father when I was young. Recently I lost my mother also. I didn't have any books. My heartfelt thanks to Touch a Life Foundation for helping me. I'm very thankful to Vibhuti ma'am and Reena ma'am. I have learned a lot from you in short time. I can only say that you have replaced my parents in my life. I promise myself I will do the same for many girls like me. There will be many girls here on stage next year. Thank you.
Good and a very sweet thing to hear. But I'm sure personally, the road to 10 years of anything is not so good and not so sweet always. So can you take us back in time? Can you take us back in time to 2014? What motivated you to begin this journey?
Thank you, Suman. for the wonderful introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, before I answer Suman's question, I would like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I am very emotional today because it was a long journey for me, and you all are here just not for me and Reena, you are here for the girls' education, because you all believe that girls who are educated will create a community, will help their family and environment. So coming back to your question, 10 years is just, for me, something very emotional. I still remember the first day when I entered in one of the sheltered homes and saw the smiles on little girls and how it touched my heart. I came from a very small town, Mandla from Madhya Pradesh, and I lost my father at very young age. And I had a dreams, but I did not have any mentorship. I did not have any roots like any Touch a Life Foundation who could come and fulfill my dreams. There was no path to my dream, but there was only one person who inspired me those days, who pushed me hard towards my dream, and she stood by me. I'm very, very emotional. That person, first time, my mother is here. Ladies and gentlemen, she was there for me. She stood by me. She went against the family to say that I want to educate my daughter. I want to see her someone. I'm standing here because of her. She supported me in all ups and downs. So, Mummy, thank you so much.
Your mom is very proud of you and she wants to see you smile.
I know the meaning of achieving dreams. I know what fulfillment it gives. When I came to Hyderabad, I was working in a hotel industry with just 20,000 salary a month. Now I am owning a company and running it all, leasing with all the corporate. I didn't even know how to speak in English. It was just belief from my mother in me what I am here today. And that's what hit me so hard. I still remember, मेरी मम्मी ने मुझे कहा था कि जब मेरे फादर, when I lost my father, कि आज मेरे पापा ने अगर मुझे पढ़ाया होता तो मैं बाहर जाके या तो टीचर का जॉब करती या कुछ करती और तुम्हें पढ़ाती. That one line hit me so hard at very young age. What is the importance of education? And that day I decided, my mother has empowered my life. I'll make sure that I empowered many lives. That's why we started Touch a Life Foundation. And I am so blessed when Reena joined hands with me. We had a vision. We were just doing a small activities in a different shelter home, and proceeding further, we wanted to target more strategized NGO. Then we started a project summer camp. Then we started a dream.
The question and introduction, Suman, just give me a minute to extend a warm welcome to each and everyone here. Taking out time for our cause is showing your support towards us. So a heartful thank you from Vibhuti and I and from the team of Touch a Life Foundation for taking out time here and sitting here and supporting our vision. Thank you so much, everyone. Have your own identity, move out, have a career. So thank you to my mother-in-law. Oh, she's already excited and standing up. So she told me, see my biggest cheerleader. So she told me that you should have your own career. She asked me percent, and they are getting numerous certificates in extracurricular activities. So girls, I'm super proud of you all. Keep inspiring.
Having me here, and thank you, Sandeep, for playing a great advisor role today. Both we were discussing, it's not the 75 girls we are talking about, it's the 75 families that you are impacting. It's these girls who will grow up and become successful and impacting more families. I know I might be a little biased towards women here when I say this, is generally empathetic and sensitive. So when you impact a girl child, it doesn't stop there. It is imbibed in the gene that they have the nature to impact a couple more around them, more men and women around them. And that's what I hope to see with all these girls. It's, as women, irrespective of which economic background we come from, it might be a very, urban areas or rural areas or very privileged environments, underprivileged environments, some challenges will remain the same. For me, coming definitely from a good, family, but I was the only woman working in my home. I was the only first girl to get a job in our home, and I was the first one who was also asked in a work environment, why do you need to do a job? You don't have to. You already have a lot. Your family has given you a lot. But what people or communities do fail to see is that every girl has a great dream. And I'm sure all of you sitting here have a great dream. And one thing I observed while sitting there is that you all have written. I want sure every one of you accept when I say this. When we ask our children, what do you want to do when you grow up? We all talk about profession. The journey is not about achieving to get into that position. Becoming is about who you are. I'm sure you'll achieve what you want, but your journey shouldn't stop there. You will become a lawyer, you will become a doctor, but once you become there, so becoming, it's a word that means that you need to have a vision for your life, of the kind of person you want to be. I'm sure that's what they dreamt about. They dreamt about becoming somebody who will really add value to girls around, who will really add value to students who are in need and who want to achieve their dreams. So their becoming journey is not about becoming a philanthropist. Their becoming journey is not about becoming, a giver. So all the girls, write down today, who is that you really want to become?
Achieve something, but to take a moment back and realize that what exactly I need to be in life. I think I'm going to do that.
Can't hear you at all. How's the Josh today? Okay, one last time. How's the Rina for the journey of 10 years? I mean, as you know, T-Hub, I happen to be the CEO. I also have an alternate title, which is Chief Events Officer, right? So we have so many events happening in T-Hub, but I want to tell you today that this event which you put together is one of the few which has really touched my heart. So truly inspirational, truly heartwarming. And when you talked about your backgrounds and how you built this, and truly amazing. So keep up the great work, and congratulations to all the young. So obviously my better half Karuna and 2 daughters, and I know how I'm outnumbered in a sense, right? So 3:1, and I know they've obviously my daughters have had the power of privilege. They've had access to education, etc. But I do know one thing. There's one thing which I keep talking about all the time. It is the power of education. Okay? Education has the power to transform lives. And what you are doing is a living testament to the fact that you are making a difference. Okay? Empowering, not just financially. I think, Reena, when you spoke about government scholarships and how you are doing differently, one part of it is supporting them from an economic perspective. But the other work which you do, working as coach, advisor, mentor, guide, right, and helping them shape their lives, lending them a ear, lending them your shoulder, that is amazing, right? And that's something which I'm sure all the young girls here will benefit. It was so inspiring to meet a lawyer, mentor, encourage other young people who can go out and make a difference. So I think I just want to close here. All of you should think like queens. Okay? You know the queen, in the bee community, who leads everything? Queens, right? So queens are not afraid to fail. Okay? So move on. Sometimes you'll have ups and downs in what you do, but have courage, be resilient, and follow your dreams and make a difference to the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Good evening, everyone. I'm honoring to be part of this event. Through especially thanks to Vibhuti. She is very close to me. Actually, ఈరోజు నేను ఈ మీటింగ్కి వచ్చిన తర్వాత అంటే లాస్ట్ టైం అటెండ్ అయినాను, బిఫోర్ దట్ అటెండ్ అయినాను. ఈ మీటింగ్కి అటెండ్ అయిన తర్వాత ఈవెంట్కి 75 మెంబర్స్ కాదు వీళ్ళు విభూతి వాళ్ళు హెల్ప్ చేయాల్సింది. కొన్ని వేల మందికి చేయాలనే కోరికతో మేము సపోర్ట్ చేస్తామని ఆ రోజు చెప్పాను, ఈరోజు కూడా చెప్తున్నామండి. అనేది ఎంత చేంజ్ ఉందంటే ఎడ్యుకేషన్ వల్లనే బాగా చేంజ్ వస్తుంది. ఆ ఎడ్యుకేషన్లో అసలు చెప్పాలంటే మాటలు లేవండి. ఎడ్యుకేషన్కి మీకు ఎంత బాగా వస్తుందో ఆ చేంజింగ్ కూడా అంత బాగా వస్తుంది. అందుకనే యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఫుల్లీ డ్రెస్డ్ వితౌట్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అనేది అంటారు ఒక సామెతలో. అయితే మెయిన్ మనం ఎక్కడ చదివాము, ఎలా ఉన్నాము అనేది కాదు, తల్లిదండ్రులు చెప్పినట్టు మనం ఎలా ఉండాలి అనేది కావాలి. అంటే మేము కూడా తెలుగు మీడియంలో చదివాం, తర్వాత హైదరాబాద్కి వచ్చాం డిస్టిక్ ఏరియాలో. ఈరోజు మా మైరాన్ హోమ్స్ సంస్థ అనేది కొన్ని వేల మందికి ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ ఇస్తుందండి. వేల మందికి ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ ఇస్తుంది. వేల మంది మీన్స్ 2,000-3,000 పీపుల్కి మనం మెంబర్స్కి ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ ఇస్తుంది. అలానే మీ అందరికి కూడా విభూతి ద్వారా, టచ్ లైఫ్ ద్వారా మీకు మంచి ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ మా మైరాన్ హోమ్స్ ద్వారా ఇస్తామని మేము ఈరోజు చెప్పాం. లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ కూడా అదే ప్రామిస్ చేసాం, ఈసారి కూడా చేస్తున్నాం. అంటే శ్రీలక్ష్మి రెడ్డి గారు చెప్పినట్టు ఇంతకుముందు మేడం గారు చెప్పారు, ఏది వాంట్ టు బికమ్ ఏ డాక్టర్. ఇలా మీరందరూ డాక్టర్ కావాలి, ఐఏఎస్ ఆఫీసర్ కావాలి, అందరూ మీ డ్రీమ్స్ మీరు చేసుకుంటూ బిజినెస్ మ్యాన్ కూడా కావాలని కోరికతో మీరు అనుకుంటే అందరూ డాక్టర్లు, ఐపీఎస్, ఐఏఎస్లు చాలా తక్కువ పర్సంటేజ్లో తక్కువ మంది ఉంటారు. చదివి మీ అందరికీ ఏ సపోర్ట్ కావాలన్నా మా మైరాన్ ద్వారా, మేము టచ్ లైఫ్ ద్వారా మీకు ఖచ్చితంగా సపోర్ట్ ఇస్తామని హార్ట్ఫుల్లీ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ టు యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
I had an opportunity to work with Vibhuti a few years back. Almost for 2-3 years we worked together. It was a small company at that time. We used to struggle a lot. So Monday to Saturday we used to work hard, and then I used to feel, okay, I worked hard. I used to go home, relax, watch movies, and by evening I used to see Vibhuti's status. Okay, and she went to these events, okay, where most of you girls were there. Okay, she was mentoring you guys, she was giving you support. Just to feel where she gets this energy from. Today we should felicitate them, not the other way around. I'm really proud of you both. Amazing work. I started a lot of companies. I'm proud of my companies. All that is, a different story. But taking a step back, thinking about somebody else,
giving time. More than anything these days, giving time is most important. We give a lot of time to Netflix and all other things, but they are the ones who are giving a lot of time. What we are doing is a small thing, and what you guys are doing is amazing work. Please keep doing it. You have to keep doing it because we can't do it. Okay, we are very bad at that. You guys are doing consistently for 10 years. 10 years is too long, guys. I think I was never stayed in any of my company for 10 years. So it is really tough. Thank you guys. Congratulations.
Our donors. Their contribution have been instrumental in enabling us to not just benefactors but true partners in our mission to empower and educate young girls. Now, I would request our esteemed guests, Ms. Sri Lakshmi, MSR Sir and Mr. Yuvraju, to honor and felicitate our remarkable individuals who have played such a successful and crucial role in our success. Now, I would like to invite our donors, starting with Mr. Nazim Enterprises with learning and training programs, helping businesses maintain their competitive edge. Their generous sponsorship has enabled the education of 5 young girls through Mr. Shrikant. Calling upon and Mr. Sameer Damani. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple with a golden heart. Since our inception in 2014, they have been with us offering unparalleled support, guidance and contribution that cannot be measured. As we celebrate our 10-year journey, we acknowledge that it would be incomplete without their mention. Their continuous support has been a beacon of hope and inspiration for all of us. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Damani, for being such an integral part of our journey. A truly inspiring and resilient individual, Miss Aparna Nithala. Okay. Moving further, I'm calling upon Miss Pooja and Mr. Harish Reddy and Ra Designer Boutique. I'm just moving further because they're not here at the moment. Moving on to Mrs. Ria Melwani, a truly sweet and compassionate individual who helped and support us with a smile. Her encouragement and positivity have uplifted Touch a Life Foundation, and as a cherished friend for many years, her contribution and unwavering support have made a significant impact in our journey. Her kindness and dedication are truly commendable. We are honored to have her as part of our community. Thank you. Mr. Suravoni Sridhar from Dubai, Miss Neela Rajkumar from the USA, and Miss Alikhya Reddy from the USA. We thank all the distinguished guests and donors, and now we all request you to take your seats in the audience.
Even when we are buying cloth, we see if it is genuine or not. We want to join a child somewhere, we look if the institution is genuine or not. So instinctively, a few minutes of conversation with these women, you will know that they are genuine and the work that they're doing is also very genuine. And that, I think, will give you many more decades. This is only, I hope you know this is only the beginning. And thank you for giving me the tag of Countess Ours. I'm quite unsure of that. I was listening to a TED talk a few days ago that said the cause of depression, illness, isolation, a lot of other problems, half of it will be washed away if you are in the right community. If you are surrounded by the right people, then half of it will be washed away. If you are creating a community like this, I think you are the actual Bahubali. You don't know your strength. So Reena is, we all know, an internationally renowned yoga teacher. Some people practice what they preach. I think Reena really does, because yoga is basically a union of mind, body and soul. The way I see Touch a Life Foundation is, I think your 75-member girl team plus your 30-member volunteer team plus the 2 of you and your family members form the body. Education is the mind and essence of womanhood is the soul. So the body, mind and soul part of Acharya Foundation is absolutely intact. And as Sri Lakshmi ma'am rightly said, it's very difficult to do the routine because routine is boring. Nobody's clapping for you every single day, but you have to keep the ball rolling. She said that. And recently I remember seeing Virat Kohli also, a video was made on him that he does the boring thing every day. He's not looking for fancy, he doesn't mind eating the same thing for the whole year because that's what the body needs. So to be, of course now the cameras are on you, so it's easy to portray, but even when the cameras are not around, we all know that you're working through night and day to give smiles to, like they said, 75 families. It's no mean task because we all live in a transactional world. It's all about what am I getting here. So in times like these, thank you for reminding us that it's completely worth it to step out of your comfort zone, to give up. I'm sure you all have had sleepless nights. I'm sure people have left midway. I'm sure you have learned more about humanity than anything else in your journey of 10 years.
Your presence means a lot to us and our cause, sir. Now we request you to address the gathering.
A very good evening, namaskar, adab and salam alaikum. It is indeed a great privilege, a great honor, and also a great opportunity for me to be here to admire and get inspired from the stories of these beautiful young girls whose eyes are full of dreams, aspirations, and also I would like to express my heartiest gratitude with the kind of devotion they have been serving. It is unparalleled. I've never seen that kind of devotion. Though I have traveled all across the globe, and especially almost every village in the country, I would say, this last 42 years of my political journey. Because I had joined the Congress party, the student wing of the Congress party called the NSUI in 1984, when I was the final year student of Nizam College. And ever since I have been associated with this party. But I have never joined politics as my profession. I can't hear you. Thank you very much. And I'm also like Vibhuti in the administration, in the governance, and also in the politics in the times to come. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. I'd like to end with one couplet in Urdu. कि खुदी को कर बुलंद, ये आपने नाम सुना होगा इकबाल, अल्लामा इकबाल, बहुत बड़े शायर गुजरे हैं, वो द ग्रेट पोएट अल्लामा इकबाल. तो खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले, खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से ये पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. तो ये चीज मैं आप लोगों में देखता हूँ और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि आप लोग अपना ये जो सफर है उसे जारी रखेंगे और जो रीना जी और विभूति जी इस पे काम.
I am Naimisha Waka, a volunteer at Touch Life Foundation. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Hari Kumar, MS PhD, Professor of Surgery at Apollo Medical College, on the stage, please.
Myron means minimal talk, maximum action. He has proven that. All of you keep your hands like this and take only 1.5 minutes, not more than that. All of you, those who have hands. For success, we all know attention is more important. Shraddhavan labate gnana. When I say 5, you have to clap. 1, 2, 3. I said you have to clap for 5. But why you have clapped for 3? You followed my action. The negative thing is you are not aware. But positive aspect is you are all action-oriented people. You followed my action. Big round of applause to Touch a Life. And we all know Myron gives about mental wellness to everyone. As a doctor, I say it is not the surgery of the face, but it is the mental performance has to be corrected. So keep your hands like this. 1 minute is over. Last for multitasking. Now, do this in forward and backward direction. Try to do. Myron will give you this multitasking ability. Big round of applause. Finally, 1 second. Keep love symbol. Say, all of you say, we love Touch a Life. We love Touch a Life. We love Myron. And finally, keep 2 hands like this. Close your eyes. Have smile on the face. No income tax paying face. Have smile on the face. Just think of Touch a Life. As you are thinking about Touch a Life, the smile on your face is increasing. Spreading all over the body. Every cell is smiling. Every part of your body is smiling. Last 10 seconds. What a wonderful work Vibhuti ji and Reena ji are doing. The smiles are spreading all over the face, all over the body. As a beauty surgeon, I say, inner beauty is very, very essential. Spread the smiles from head to toe. Whole body is smiling, spreading to IT Hub, soulful smiles. Touch a Life is reaching whole globe, making everyone, every girl, educated, empowered, financially sound. Now, your whole body is full of health, happiness, joy, power. How many of you are feeling good without opening the eyes? Raise the right hand. Very nice. Daily practice this. Keep palms over your eyes. Myron is there to support you money-wise as well as a mentor of Myron. We are there to empower you like Reena ji and Vibhuti ji. Thank you. Thank you.
Over to Ms. Reena.
Thank you so much for your support. I would like to say that we came across VSolve Private Limited just a couple of days back, and they came to know about Sparsa, and immediately they were ready to support. So we are very, very grateful. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. The next is Miss Vidya from Bruise and Blend.